In this video, I'm going to show you why your website isn't actually converting real leads and how to fix it in 30 minutes or less. Because even if just 5 visitors come onto your site and don't call, could mean for most businesses up to $50,000 in missed revenue, all because your site didn't convert. So here's a few simple fixes you can make on your website to get that 50K back that you're missing on people not calling, right? First thing is, we're going to go over the real reason your website isn't generating leads, even if you're getting traffic to it. Second thing we're going to talk about is the most 5 common website mistakes that most service businesses make, and of course how we're going to fix them really quickly. Next thing is how to turn your homepage into a lead machine in 30 minutes or less, and what to fix first if you're not ready for a full redesign on your site, things that you can do yourself, and of course the exact framework we use to help other 7-figure service-based businesses turn clicks into real customers. And if you want to follow along, you can go to my Instagram here, search for J. Jordan Harrison, and send me a message that says fix my site, and I'll send you a resource document you can use to go along with this video, so you can fix your website in 30 minutes or less and start getting that 50K back that you're missing because your website isn't converting into customers. So let's get into the video. So let's talk about the actual real problem that you're running to with your website. Most people throw a website up, don't think about it, and they just want to get something up and going because they think, oh, if it's up, right, people know automatically what I do, what I service. They know, oh yeah, we do HVAC, or we do roofing, or we're a vet office, we're a dentist office, we're lawyers, whatever it may be. But your website is speaking and saying so much more. Okay, so let's look at a comparison between what a website actually should be doing versus what yours is actually doing. Right. So first is your website technically is a 24/7 salesperson, right? This is going to be up. People are looking at late at night, different hours, not during normal office hours. So there's 3 crucial things that your website needs to do right here. Okay. So one is, what do we actually do? And a lot of times your website doesn't specifically say that. Like you can think, oh, well, we do HVAC services, but what specifically kind of HVAC units do you work on, or do you do residential, commercial? Here's why people trust us, right? That's the next part here. Okay, and the next part is call us now, meaning it's super easy for me to get a hold of you and contact you, right? You'd be surprised how that doesn't happen. Okay, so when I look at websites now, and we look at people that go, oh, my website looks really good, but it doesn't hit these 3 core factors here. And what your website is actually saying, and what we think is like, hey, are you actually in business? We might be in business. We could be. I don't know. I didn't put a lot of effort into it. And then just not having a clear message as to like, hey, figure out what we actually do. You can figure it out. Because if they come to your website and they're very confused, they don't know who you are, why they should trust you, all right, and an easy way to contact you, they're probably going to bounce off, go over to your competitors, and that's a lot of times what's happening when you're missing that $50,000. So what do you do? This is the first thing that should be talking about or going over what's on your website. A lot of people will make the mistake of like, hey, welcome to Smith & Sons, or welcome to whatever business name. Well, what do you do? I have no clue. Just because I made it to your site from an ad, or made it to your site because I found you and searched specific things, it's still not clear exactly what you do. Okay, but the way to change that is looking down here is, hey, look, plumbing repairs done right, fast, affordable, and reliable for Birmingham homeowners. Well, I know that you do plumbing repairs. I know that it's fast. I know that it's affordable, and you're reliable, and I know the location in which you do it and who you do it for, homeowners, right? So massive difference between the two here to clarify like as to what you actually do, okay? Because this doesn't tell me anything, it just tells me your business. What people want to know is, how are we going to solve my problem? What do you do, right? This is the big thing here. Next thing we're going to jump into is, why should I trust you? Okay, a lot of people will say, I say it's dumb now, but it's not what it used to be. Quality service since 2005. Who cares? I don't know that. Who, like, right? Because you've been in business for that long. Yeah, you probably do quality service, but I don't know. But if you have some social proof to go with it, because that's key here, over 750 5-star reviews from local homeowners and counting, right? That is showing me social proof. That's showing me that people trust us to come in and take care of their business, not this. All right. Next thing is, how do I contact you right now? how do I get a hold of you? So I hope they don't mind that I'm sharing this, but this is a video. I'm sorry, this is a website, 2 website comparisons, right? This is one we're actually currently working on with a client that we're going to fix and redesign, but nothing on here other than saying request a quote, right, is actually getting away from me to contact you now. Because what happens is I'm going to click that button and I'm going to another site. And then I click that button and I'm going to another thing. And I'm having to click multiple buttons just to get a hold of you versus here, right? So wrong here, right here. When you go on this site here, and this is actually my company, you can easily see what my phone number is. If you click that button, you can call me, or in one step right here, you can fill out all of this information and click one button and you can submit your information and I've got it. And automations go in place and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. So it's super easy for you to come to the site and figure out how easy and how quick you can actually contact us. Now this brings us in the next section. We're going to be talking about the 5 killer website mistakes that most service business owners make. All right, number 1 is there's no clear message on the homepage, the hero section, the very first part of their site. So here's what you need to be able to define to clear out the message. 1, what do you do, who you do it for, the results they're going to get from it. Okay, so here's an example. This is just a very generic, right, example. Professional fence installation for Alabama landowners or Alabama homeowners. You could say either, right? Built to last a lifetime. All right, so we do fence installation. We do it for people who own land, typically large properties. In this case, when people think landowners, and the fence that we install is built to last a lifetime. Like that's the end result that we're getting. Another one we're working on currently, as we're recording this video, is there's a fence company we're working on that, which I think I showed them before, but simply where you are saying like, hey, built to keep your family safe and your property looking its best, right? That's 2 things, right, is the main headline. We have a sub headline below that that's very clear. So that says, I think it says, so from your backyard, I think it says from backyard privacy to pool safety and pet protection, this company installs high quality fencing with a personal touch. No pushy sales, no messy jobs, just honest work from a local team who treats your home like it's their own, right? So like that's a clear message, exactly what they do. Not like, hey, we install fences. And once again, it's a just differentiator from somebody else, and usually it's going to hit home with the type of person that you want to work with, okay? Next mistake we're going to get into is, let's get into no proof, all right, equals no trust. So on your site, okay, social proof is going to equal trust. So you want to do things like add your best 5-star reviews on there. If you have a video testimonial, like on our website for Presto Media, we've got a video testimonial of one of our, what I call my OG clients. We've had it for a long time that we continue to crush for in the multiple businesses that he's been working with. You want to drop in things like trust badges, like Google Guaranteed, Better Business Bureau, things like that. Or if you're certified in something, like for roofing contractors, a lot of times things like CertainTeed has certifications, or GAF. And then use a why choose us section to kind of tell your story. Okay, so examples here, like this is from our website. We've got automatically hear from our happy customers. Okay, you've got a badge right here. Okay, 5-star reviews. These are people who have been happy with the fence, of 5-star reviews that have been installed. Okay, other thing is, like, here's a little bit about us. So, and this is our differentiator, like when I started this fence company, is we specialize in one thing: installing permanently fences, right? These concrete fences here. All right. Presto Fences installs permanently concrete split rail fences exclusively. Whether you're securing a large property, protecting livestock, or upgrading failing wood or vinyl fences, permanently is the permanent solution. We're one of the only authorized contractors in Alabama to sell and install permanently, give you access to better fence, backed by local expertise. And boom, look at that. You can go, easy call to action, right? You can call us right then and there. So these are just ways that you can add trust, right? Create social proof on your site to be able to get more people to trust you when they come to it. Okay. Next mistake. Let's get into weak or hidden CTA. This is a huge one, right? And I just pointed it out a second ago. So a clear call to action. Okay, and I showed this when we first got into this video, but the big thing is this. Look, if you look here automatically, it is super easy to figure out how to get a hold of us. Number 1, you got a phone number right here. So you can either just dial the number, or if you push that button, it'll call us. It's designed and set up that way. So like if this is in mobile version, which I should have put in here. If it's a mobile version, it's an easy thumb click. It's in an easy place just to click my thumb, and it's going to immediately be like, hey, my phone's going to say like, oh yeah, do you want to call this number? Yeah, I want to call this number. Okay. Next thing is my call to action, and it says call us now, right? Request my quote. Okay. So I just need a quote. Like some people just want to send it a form fill, and that's it. So I'm going to easily put in all of my information, my name, email, phone number, what city I'm located in, because this is a large service area, and then what style fence that we want to install. For some people, it's whatever else. My opt-in message, boom, submit, you're there. And the neat part too is like, so up here, I have my office hours. And so if I want to call you now, I know that if it's outside of that, I'm probably not going to get you. So I may want to come into here, right, this, and do a form fill. Okay. If I want to do some more research into you on socials, I can dig into there. All right. So that's an easy call to action, and it's clear. It's super simple what you need to do. Next thing, let's get into over designed. So you want a simple and clean website, and that's what's going to create equal conversions. A lot of times people try to put too much stuff on a website, or try to overthink it, or try to be like, oh, I need to show them this and show them that, and this needs to be this weird, it needs to look pretty. And it doesn't. Clean, simple. Okay, so here's the homepage of the fence company that we run, as well as, and we designed it too. Our marketing company designed it. So let's get into it, how clean it is. So number one, once again, we're just reiterating the homepage. Clear call to actions, the last fence you'll ever install. Boom, talk about a differentiator. Here's what we do. What sets us apart, right? Very simple to see. Lifetime guarantee, low maintenance, fast professional installation. Why we specialize. Here's our about us we talked about. Here's the fence photo, right? So all super clean. Okay, why do Alabama homeowners trust Presto Fences? Well, here's why. Here's all the reasons why. And look at this, another call to action, very clean. Next, here's our process. Here's how we do our thing. Here's how we do what we do, right? And you can't show it here because it's a photo, but if you click on each one of these points here, it just talks about our process and then getting the fence, right? So you know what to expect moving forward. Then we got more social proof. Here's actual fences installed on properties so people can actually see it. It's a beautiful fence, and you can check it out. Okay, here's our testimonials. Here's our social proof, right? Here's our badges, things that show that we are a trustworthy company. And then we've got a frequently asked question section. So if you have questions, here's your main questions that we normally get, and we'll of course, update this as we go. Then look at that. Boom. Another call to action. Here's our service areas, all clean, super easy, flows really well. And then here at the bottom, once again, if you get down here, here's our hours that we operate. Here's the address of the business, whatever, links. You don't have to have all that stuff, social media. And of course, all websites need to have their Google Business Profile put into here. That's ours there. All right, so very clean design, very super simple, easy to understand, plenty of call to actions throughout, and easy to contact us on the website. And of course, this thing converts really well when we run Facebook ads to it. Okay. Last thing we're getting to is no mobile optimization, meaning it looks ugly when it gets on your phone and it's hard to navigate. So I took a screenshot of our fence company thing here. So if you notice, like right off the gate, it doesn't look like a big website like it does here, right? It doesn't look like this. It looks like it belongs on the phone. So you got your menu hamburger button here. Okay, easy thumb, click my thumb right here and I can call. Logo's still there, office hours are still there, and then of course if you scroll down you can easily fill out the information, and of course the very first thing is what we do so you can recognize us, right? And if I'm on the phone and I'm looking at this and it's optimized for mobile, they're less likely to fill out a form, so it's pushed down to the bottom, but you can still see above the fold, here's my call to action. Okay, that's all above the fold. And then once again, call to action here, but most likely if they're on my phone, they're just going to call me, right? So if they see the Facebook ad, they click on the website, scroll through and go, oh, let me just call them real quick. Boom, call comes directly to me. Okay. So those are the 5 mistakes, right, that you're making on your site. And these are super easy to fix. Now I know you're saying, Jordan, you tell me it's easy to fix, but where do I even start? What do we fix first, right? Well, let's start with your homepage headline. You can go on Fiverr and get somebody to go into your website and fix this for you if you don't know how to do it, but it's super easy. So number one, let's go back to our original example. We're talking about Smith & Sons General Contracting, right? Boring, don't know what you do. But let's say maybe you focus on outdoor living spaces, right? So we're going to say outdoor living spaces built for relaxation, built to last, or sorry, outdoor living spaces built for relaxation, built to last, serving homeowners across Jefferson County, right? So that is a very clear image of what you specifically do for homeowners, where they are and what area. Look, use ChatGPT to go in there and take the things you need in your headline, like what you do, who you do it for, and the final what do they get out of it, like what's the end result. Put those three things in there, put your website into ChatGPT or whatever, or put what's something about your business and what you do with those three things in there. Put a prompt in there that says like, hey, can you create a new headline for my business that makes me different from everybody else, and let it spit out some examples. Do that. We do it, right? We do it to get some examples and refine it as we go. But anything is better than this, okay, to go to this. Okay, next thing, easy contact info. So once again, make sure that, and if you can't do a web design, whatever, or you're not in the position to afford a marketing company to come in and do it, go on Fiverr or what's the other one, Upwork. Find somebody that can go into your website cheap just to fix these specific things. So number one, get a call now button. Get it super easy, get it mobile friendly, get it done there. I've seen some web designs now that the call now button, when it's in mobile version, actually shows up down here. Now ours doesn't do that, we're not worried about it, but I've seen it show up down here where like the maybe a request a quote button or the call button is down here, because phones are so big now that your thumb, it's hard to reach up here. Thumbs, but it's easy to hit at the bottom. So I've seen people do that. You don't have to do that, but as long as you got it here, and then look above the fold, once again, request my quote. It's right there. So it's super easy to get a hold of us. Even if you just decide to go to social media, and then when you get to my social media pages, it's easy to get a hold of us there. It's contact infos all over the place. It's easy to know who to call. Okay. Next, let's move along the train here. Social proof. Okay. And this one is difficult, right? I would, number one, make sure you're getting Google guaranteed. That's once you get to the point where you can get the reviews and all the things you need for it, go ahead and get Google guaranteed. It's one of the best things you can do for your business as far as trust and social proof. But any badges you can put on your site, anything, and any testimonials, right? These are testimonials of people who've had the fence installed that love it. If you have video testimonial, I should have put that example on here, but if you go to prestomedia.co, you can look at my website. There's a video testimonial of one of our clients that we've helped blow up their business. And that's powerful, right? So make sure you're putting those things on your site. If anything, get testimonials first, right? Get the best testimonials you have, get them on there. Once again, go to Fiverr, have somebody load them up, be like, hey, can you put these testimonials on there? Or, hey, I had a short video, can you put this video on there? Just make sure you get it on there, or send them a photo of a badge of like a GAF certification or TAMCO, or, if you're a fence company, whatever, anything you've got that's going to show social proof that you can get on your site. Get Fiverr, get somebody on there just to slap them on there for you. Next. Oh, more social proof examples. Sorry, I had it there and there. Why choose us? We talked about this. So here, these are certifications here. This is actually one of our clients we're working with now. We're certified roof contractors, affordable, reliable, tailored, and then like, why do you choose us? Once again, another social proof example to put on there. This being hugely important down here. More ways for you to trust our business. Now, next. Does your homepage answer these questions? Okay, what do you do? And you're here to say this a lot. Why should I trust you? And how do I get a hold of you? Primary three. So if you look at this as a website example here, this is an actual site that we built, where if you look, one, easy to get a hold, right? Phone number's right there. Reach out right there. Okay, and notice that the call to action here is a little softer because of what they do. But then you can see here clearly, like, okay, so what do you do? Compassionate Pet Euthanasia Services in Birmingham, Alabama, right? So we know we do pet euthanasia. And then providing in-home support during your pet's final moments with you. So obviously we go to your home in this market to help your pet go through their last moments, right? This is a difficult thing, honestly, and I love these clients. We've had them for over a year now since recording this video, and the great, I mean, they're very compassionate about what they do, and they're passionate about helping these business owners. But man, I wish I had this service before we let our dog down, because the problems they solve are like, most people's pets are part of their family, and the last thing you want to do is take them to a vet office that's cold, they're scared of, and that's where you put them down. So this is just, obviously it's amazing business, but it's very clear that like these are what we do, and this is how we take care of your family, and how we just make this decision a lot easier for you. So this is just an easy example, clean, simple. We know how to contact you here or here. We know what you do, and then why we should trust you, right? Because not a lot of people do these things. Next, let's get into the framework on how to actually do this for your own site. So we call this the 5-point homepage conversion framework. So the things you need, and we kind of, I know we're spinning the wheel here doing the same thing: clear headline, visible call to action, easy way to contact you, you need a trust section, and you need to be mobile friendly. All right, so this framework you can apply to your own website. So this is what the Google Doc will be great for. Once again, go to the follow-up here. Go here, send me the message, get the Fix My Site, get the Google Doc so you can actually go through this checklist and do it for your own business. So let's get back to it. Let's go with clear headlines. So one thing, tell them exactly what you do, who it's for, and the benefit, or what they get in return. So an example: expert tree removal for Houston homeowners, safe, fast, and guaranteed. Okay, expert tree removal, that's what we do. The market we do it in is in Houston, and we do it for homeowners, and you're going to get a safe, fast, and you're going to get a guaranteed result, right? You're guaranteed happiness. Next thing, visible call to action. So put your call to action above the fold. We've talked about this before, so there's no scrolling. I can get on your website and I can immediately go, oh, I can just call. Oh, I can just fill out a form. All above the fold, super simple. And then make sure you tell them what to do. Get a free estimate. Call now. Schedule an inspection. These are very clear things of what you need to do. So make sure they're on there so they know what to do next. Next thing, make it easy for them to actually contact you. What's the most wild thing about all of this when I look at websites is this is probably the number one thing that's the most difficult. Like their phone number or their form fills are buried somewhere for me to contact you. Like it's so hard to get a hold of you. And that's the most wild thing to me. Like I'm like, bam, here's my number, here's a form, here's my social media. Like get a hold of me. Call me. I want to do business with you. But anyways, make it ridiculously easy to reach you. So get a sticky call button on your mobile friendly sites, a short form on the home page, right? You can have a contact us page. Maybe that contact us page is a little more in depth on the form. Maybe you ask for more information, and that's okay. But at least on your home page, make it quick and easy for them just to fill out a simple form and get into an inquiry. And if you treat your website kind of like what we call a sales funnel, where making people are problem aware, solution aware, and then like you are the solution they were seeking for, right? And they've dug through your website and they've gone to this page and that page, and now they're like, oh, I'm going to the contact page. Now they're like, they are super warm, a hot lead, and they're going to give you more information because they've gone through your website. So once again, just make sure that, even though your homepage short form, contact form may be shorter, you can do a more in-depth one on your contact us page. Because if they're going that far, they're probably ready to get started with you, or they trust you enough to come out and do an estimate or, do business with you. And then, of course, phone number in the header. Make sure that's easy for people to see, because it's not just like, oh, call now, click the button to call now, but also you want to be able to have a phone number that they can just clearly dial if they need to. Okay, trust section. So get 3 or 4 or 5 5-star reviews to pop on your website. Show your certifications. Okay, Google guaranteed, BBB, certified in this, whatever. And then some why chooses, bullet points of why they should choose you. And once again, for this one here, put in your business information, put in the type of customers you serve, and ask it to choose, to give you some quick why choose this bullet points, and it'll do it for you. Promise. Okay. And then of course, mobile friendly. Here's why, and this is why it's most crucial. 70% of your traffic, okay, is mobile. Meaning I found your ad here, or I was searching there, and I was on my phone, and I was sitting on the couch, and I looked on your website, okay? Next, make sure you test your website on your phone. If you have a hard time getting a hold of you or figuring out what you do or navigating your website, chances are your clients are too, or potential customers, and they're going to bounce off and go somewhere else. Keep the copy very short. When we say copy, we just mean words on the page. Keep it brief, keep it short. And then make the buttons thumb friendly. We talked about on some sites here, and I'll show you, let me go back to my example here. So some sites we have seen people put the button down here when it's mobile friendly. So my thumb can just go click and call, which you'll be crazy how that would increase the conversion rate just because you have a button down here for easy for my thumb to call there. All right. So keep that in mind when it comes to mobile friendly is, once again, make sure everything looks good on a phone so you're going to convert more traffic that's coming into your business. So as you can see, it doesn't take a full web redesign and thousands of dollars from a marketing company to take care of these easy 3 to 5 fixes you can do in 30 minutes or less, or go on to Upwork or Fiverr, get somebody to knock it out for you. It's super simple. So if your site is making people bounce instead of giving you a call, fixing that is obviously going to be your first step into consistently growing, so you're increasing your conversion rate from your marketing dollars you're spending driving people to your site. But here is the kicker. Even with a great website and great ads and a lot of traffic and a lot of leads, most businesses still don't scale. And why is that? It's because they drop the ball after the leads actually come into their business. So if you click the video on the screen, I'll show you a system we use to turn all of these into book jobs and more customer appointments without needing more staff and without chasing a ton of more people down. So again, click the video on the screen and we will see you there.